So I'm going to do a little bit of a follow-up video to yesterday's, talking about Superman again. DC came out and said that all of their issues are selling so great, issues 1 through 4 are going to be reprinted. They're going back to the printers, everybody. Well, I didn't know that Comic-Con was still publishing numbers. And I got to thank Bounding into Comics because they brought this to my attention. So I went and looked at those sales numbers. Here's the numbers for July 2021. Right here. Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 1, 68,000. That's pretty low. Moon Knight, way up there. Look at Moon Knight. Extreme Carnage, Batman, Sinister War. Look at these numbers, right? Can't touch them. Spider-Man's falling down, though. Look at that, 77K. It's pretty low for Spider-Man. I don't know why Sinister War is up there so high, but Amazing Spider-Man is way down there because that was a tie-in to the Amazing Spider-Man arc. It's weird. I don't get that one. Maybe they had some kind of special cover for Sinister War. That's my only guess. Look at Mother of Madness. The armpit hair cover. But remember the woman who only gets powers once a month or something? That book sold. I got to give it to him. 103,000. It's pretty impressive. But Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 1, 68,000. Not that impressive for a number 1. I got to be honest. It's actually pretty damn low. I actually thought it was going to be up here in the 100K. I was very, very wrong. Our issue 2 sales. Well, let's go take a look. It dropped to 40,000. So the reason that these are going back to the printer is because they had low runs, right? They get a big boost from the media because, well, Jon Kent is deciding to explore some things. And because of that, since there's very few books on the shelf, they sold out, and now they're going back to the printer because, well, there's a little bit of interest now. I don't think it's going to last. Book 5 is going to be heavily pre-ordered. Don't be surprised if this book ends up selling, well, shipping. As far as sales go, we don't know yet. But don't be surprised if this book ships, like, big time. So I think one of the reasons they released the spoiler and made it official that he's going to be by is so that they get massive orders of this book. Don't be surprised if this book ships like 150,000 for issue 5. But I promise you, issue 6, 7, 8, they're going to drop down to numbers just like this again. And here's the other thing. Issue 2 went from, so you had 68, drop down to 40. I wouldn't be surprised if the next issue, issue 3, drops down even lower than that. It's probably at 30,000, which is pretty pathetic. Because look at Superman and the Authority. That issue's at number 2. It's already down to 35,000. That's the Clark Kent Superman. That's pretty bad. Like, so, I mean, you got to think about the storylines for this book, right? They're all terrible. Climate change and shit. Nobody wants to read about Superman fighting the climate. That's not what people want to read, man. They want to read fun shit. That's why manga's doing so damn good. And I've already talked that to length. We'll talk about it again when the next numbers for manga come out with the graphic novel charts. But this is pretty hilarious. I got a huge kick out of that. So we're like on, I don't know if we have the next months or not. Yeah, this is August. I think they're pretty slow on stuff. But this is pathetic. So I would imagine we're on issue 4 right now. I bet you those sales are down to about 30K, which is pathetic. Pathetic. And, you know, you already have outlets saying this. It's time for Marvel and DC to embrace change. Retire their legacy characters. Make everybody political and identity focused. One thing you're not going to get out of these new characters is any of their loved ones being fridged. So if you don't know what that is, that's basically Gail Simone came out with this thing, like, if the only reason like love interests are ever in the story is for them to motivate the plot for the superhero character. Like Green Lantern's girlfriend got put in a fridge. She was killed, so he goes on a driven revenge quest. That's not going to happen with Superboy's new boyfriend, because it turns out he can make himself like intangible so that he can't be touched or harmed. Like, so in issue 4, they're hanging out with Ma and Pa Kent, and the house is about to be blown up. He's saving Ma and Pa, and his boyfriend, the K-pop superstar, by the way. He's a YouTuber, but he looks like a K-pop artist for real. He he makes himself invisible and unable to be hurt. So you can't hurt him, you can't kidnap him. Like they're literally making it so that there's no excuse for him to be fridged, which I thought was kind of funny. Like, really? So there's no way he's going to have a plot like that. So truly the modern time. So they'll just do marches and fight for social justice and all that. But of course the media likes this, and they don't even bring that up. So he tries to grab him, and there's nothing to hold on to. It's like he's not there, like he's smoke. He's a post-human. So he never has to worry about his boyfriend getting in any trouble or getting hurt. He's invulnerable. Kind of like Jon. So nothing but boring stories. So they'll be going for the climate change fight. This is going to be the focus of this book. God, I wish Diamond was still distributing these books. I hope Comic-Con can still get numbers. I want to see the numbers for this book. I want to see the numbers going forward. Let's see what number 8 does, because this is issue 7 of Son of Kal-El. So I want to see where this goes, because my prediction for this book, it gets canceled by issue 15, issue 25, somewhere around there, and these numbers fall to about 25,000 an issue. That's my prediction, and I've seen worse. Was that America book that was out a few years ago at Marvel? That dropped to like 15,000 or something. So books can get to a pretty embarrassing level. What an embarrassment that would be for this book. And will the mainstream media cover that when the book gets canceled because the sales are so damn low? Probably not. But I'll make a video about it. Yeah, here it is. The woman in refrigerators trope. Marvel's X-Men just called it out. Well, you can't even do that with Jon's boyfriend because, well, he can't be hurt. He can just make himself disappear. So, what a terrible book this is. And like I said, I can't wait to see how far the sales go for this. My prediction, and let me know in the comments what you think. I say by issue 15 through 25, let's say 25, the book's canceled by then. And then they'll have to reboot it or something. But, it'll be funny. All this mainstream media exposure, and the book's sales are shit. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure you subscribe to Yellow Flash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. They're usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out.